Hey there. There's no formal order to these lessons, but I guess you could call this the second one. It's the second one I'm putting up, and it fits together well after the E minor, A minor one. So this one's going to be going from C major to A minor. I figure I'll use one chord that you're already more comfortable with, and then I'll add the C major in there. So first, I'll show you what a C major is. C major is you don't hit the low E string, you leave this one out. You put your ring finger, 3rd fret A string, middle finger, 2nd fret on the D string, like that. And then you leave the G string open. Make sure you're not barely touching it with your middle finger that's on the 2nd fret D string, or you'll mute it and it'll sound like that, and you don't want that. So make sure you kind of lift your, see how I moved my middle finger up a little bit so I'm not touching it? So that way all 3 notes are sounding good. And then you put your index finger on the 1st fret of the B string. Same position it was for the A minor. So, and then you make sure again that the high E string is open, you can hear it. So that would be X 3 2 0 1 0. The X meaning that you don't hit the low E string, you just ignore it. And then 3 2 0 1 and 0. So make sure you can do that without hitting any extra notes. Make sure it sounds clear. If it sounds like that a little bit, if you hear this, you got to figure out one by one with your fingers what's going wrong. You got to say, all right, well, is my middle finger dampening the D string? Maybe it is, so you got to kind of rotate it a little bit like that. Or you just find a way that gets it comfortable, make sure every note is hitting. So just play with that a little bit. And when you got it, now we're going to switch to the A minor. Now I picked this one because it's kind of easy to switch to, because you're only going to move one of your fingers. You're only going to move your ring finger here that's on the 3rd fret A string. All you're going to do is, without moving, make sure you don't move your middle finger or your index finger. They're on the 2nd fret and the 1st fret of the D string and the B string. All I want you to do is move your ring finger to where it was in the A minor. So it goes up and then in between the two of them on the 2nd fret on the G string. So you're back to that A minor, which is 0 on the A string, then 2 2 1 0. Now I should already be okay a little bit with the A minor, so don't worry about playing that right now, but instead all you got to focus on to get better is the switch between the two. So all you got to do is hit that C major, make sure you don't move your other 2 fingers, and then go over to the A minor. And hit it once so it rings out perfect. Make sure it rings out perfect, or you got to move your fingers and figure out why you're not making it sound good. And then hit that again. And go straight back. Remember, 3rd fret on the A string with the ring finger. Now it might look like my pinky's hitting something, but that's not. That's where it sits. So don't worry about the pinky finger. Just make sure it's not touching anything. These 2 chords are the opening to so many songs. They're in so many songs. In a lesson or 2, we'll get to a song that we can do with some of these chords. But in the meantime, just switch between those 2. And then if you're feeling special, I guess you can go to the E minor again. Make sure you still remember how to do that. That's 0 2 2 0 0 0. With the middle finger on the 2nd fret A string and the ring finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. So now you got to figure out how to go from that E minor to the C major. So think about it. The ring finger has to go on the 3rd fret here. So why don't you do that? And then the middle finger has to go back on the 2nd fret on the D string where the ring finger just was. So put it there. And then remember, the index finger over here has to go on the 1st fret of the B string. So see if you can switch between those 2. The E minor, 0 2 2 0 0. And then as long as it takes, it's okay that it takes probably a minute or so, or even more, to get your finger back to the C major. Just do it one by one. You have to think about it at first when you start learning. So just do 3rd fret, ring finger, 2nd fret, middle finger on the D string, and then 1st fret on the B string. And remember, you're leaving the G string open and the high E string open, so you don't want to touch those, but you want them to ring. When I'm playing it, I'm not strumming this string right here. I'm just starting on the A string. So we're going to go from C to A minor to E minor now. All right, I'll do it really slow. C major, C major, C major. Here comes the A minor. Remember, all you're moving is the the ring finger to in between the 2 other fingers on the 2nd fret of the G string. And then remember, for the E minor, you basically lift up your index finger and you move these 2 fingers over one. So 0, 2, 2, 0, 0, 0. And then back to the C, which is ring finger, middle finger, index finger. So go back, rewatch it as many times as you need to, and any questions are welcome in the comments. Thanks for watching.